What's going on, guys? Bill's here from AchievementLand, and I'm here with an achievement review for Journey to the Savage Planet. This game just released onto the Xbox One today, January 28, 2020, for a price of $29.99. It's a really awesome game. This game also has online co-op. You can play solo or you can play an online co-op. I recommend playing in co-op. It's so much better, and it makes the game actually easier because you can revive each other. The game can be ran through pretty shortly. It's not that long of a game. There's an achievement for completing the game under 4 hours. But there's different ways you can complete this game. You can actually leave early if you just go around and get the fuel and then just launch the rocket. Or if you actually play to the boss and then beat the boss and then you can launch the rocket after it. There's an achievement for doing both. But yeah, you can run through the game and it doesn't take that long. Let's go over the achievements. There's 43 achievements. I had to wait for the day one patch to get my last achievement. One of the animals wouldn't let you scan them, but now I'd finished the game. I was the first person to finish the game. This achievement is start a co-op game. Like I said, it's better in co-op. I recommend playing in co-op. It's so much fun and you can revive each other. It's a lot easier, especially going against the last boss. This is when you first step out of the rocket for the first time. You get this achievement. You could slap. You get an achievement for slapping your co-op partner. There's also an achievement for slapping every animal in the game. So every time you come across a different animal, make sure you go up to them and slap them so you can get that done as soon as possible. There's no way to track it, unfortunately. Get covered in ooey gooey guts. Just kill an enemy close and they'll get goo on you. Revive your co-op partner. That's why it's so much better playing co-op. You can revive each other and you get full health once you're revived too. Get launched by a puffer bird. You'll probably get this on accident, but when you hit a bird, he'll come and ram at you and try to push you away, and he'll send you flying, and then just kill him after. There's teleports all around you're going to be unlocking, so you get an achievement after you unlock your first one. There's messages that play on your ship. You'll get this achievement after playing a certain one. You get an achievement after the first time you die. Every time you die, all your loot that you collect gets put in a loot box, and you just have to go back and get it. And once you get it your first time, you'll get an achievement. There's also fuel all around. There's like 10 of them. You only need 5 of them, and then you can go home because each give you 20%, and you just need 100% to fill up your rocket. When you find your first one, you get an achievement. And if you want to finish this game fast, you want to go and collect 5 of them really quickly. And then you can just finish the game quickly under 4 hours. That's how you get that achievement. But yeah, you have to level up a little bit. You're going to have to play through the game and unlock some stuff first before you can go around and collect all the fuel stuff. Because you need some upgrades. Like you need to jump higher and you also need the stomp ability. Scan your own corpse. When you die, your corpse will be there by your loot. You can just scan your body. You need to kill the first boss in co-op. He's pretty early on into the game, so it's pretty easy to do. Just dodge his shots. Get pooped on by a skipper. These are these flying things that fly around and poop. You just have to go under it and have it land on you. It's very easy to do. They're right in the beginning of the second area. You have to kill the second boss. You get an achievement. Unlock every left-hand tool. That's basically the story of this game, is you're getting all the left-hand tools so that you can hold them. So once you're far enough into the game, you unlock them all, you'll get this. Collect every obnoxious video ad. There's video ads every time you go to the ship. And once you hear them all, you'll get that. Bounce 5 times on the springy egg sacks. Just put 5 around in a circle. Just bounce on them without touching the ground. Kick 10 puffer birds in 45 seconds. There's spots where there's like a bunch of them. You just have to go around kicking them. Enter the spire towards the end of the game. This is the boss. You just have to kill him, and you get both of these achievements after killing them and going back. Complete the first set of science experiments. If you look in your missions, there's these science rank missions you have to do. They tell you like 5 things to do, and then you can go up in rank. You have to go up to rank 4. Every time you go up in rank, you can get new upgrades, so I recommend doing those as soon as possible. Gather half the alien alloy. You can go around and find them. After a while, you can unlock a tracker that will show where they are, so it's a lot easier. Kill 5 creatures with a single charge shot. You want to upgrade your charge shot before doing this, so you got to get some upgrades. Stun 5 creatures with the shock fruit. Same thing, you have to upgrade your shock, so you have to upgrade your science rank to upgrade your shock. Bait 5 creatures into attacking each other. This one, I think you have to do it 5 times. I'm going to show you a good spot that you can unlock all 3 of these achievements. But I think you have to do it 5 times. You just have to throw bait down and have a bunch of creatures going for the bait, and they'll start fighting over it. There's orange goo around to collect. There's 100 of them. You can get a tracker for this to collect them. That makes it really easy. But collect them whenever you see them. They upgrade your health and stuff as you collect them. Kick 25 puffer birds and 25 maroons. Very easy. Read all the previous explorer emails. These are actually in the trash on the computer. Just go to the trash icon and read all the stuff that's in there. Kill 5 schnozzos or whatever they're called in 15 seconds. These are like the whack-a-mole guys that come out of the hole in the third area. There's a good spot there that there's a lot around that I'm going to show you guys. Do 10 consecutive grapples. This is you have to put up those grapple seeds and grab the things and climb up 10 times without touching the ground. I'll show you a good spot to do this in. There's a good spot in the third area. And then fed 5 puffer birds to a meat vortex. A lot of the meat vortexes are towards the beginning of the game, so you can do this pretty easily. I think in co-op there's not enough for both people to get the achievement, so you might have to each do it in your own game. But yeah, right towards the beginning you'll see a bunch of them, and you just kick the bird into these things, and it like eats them and opens up the door. You return home after fully completing your mission. After you beat the final boss, you have to go around and collect fuel, and then you can launch the rocket and go home, and that's how you get that achievement. You can actually keep playing after you launch the rocket, so you don't have to worry about it ending your game. You have to make all the upgrades. You have to collect and read all the alien explorer logs. There's trackers that will show you where they all are. And then you can go into your computer and decrypt the message in there. You'll get that achievement. Scan all the flora. There's 63 different types of flora. I'm going to go through and show you my list of flora so you can compare to see which ones you're missing. You just want to go through the game and make sure that you're constantly scanning, looking for stuff to scan. Slap every alien creature. Like I said earlier, you have to go around and slap every one. So as you see each one, you want to slap them. There's only a couple animals that are rare, and I'm going to show you which ones those are. So you should be able to do this easily. You just need to know where these couple rare ones are. You complete the game without fully completing your mission. This is for leaving before beating the final boss. So if you just go and start a new game and just collect fuel and just launch the rocket, you'll pop this achievement. You can actually continue playing after, and you can go and beat the final boss after. This is what you want to do though for the under 4 hour achievement. You want to just start the game, you want to go and get the upgrades and then just start getting the fuel, and then you can leave and you can get the achievement for completing it under 4 hours. It should only take about like 2 or 3 hours. But I recommend doing it in co-op because it's going to be a pain to do it solo. It shouldn't be too bad, but you know, if you die, it wastes a lot of time. But you know, if you have a co-op partner, you can keep reviving. The other trick is too, if you play the game and someone's like towards the end of the game and you could join their game, you could see how long you played in it. So if you played under 4 hours in someone's game, this will actually pop if you finish the game together in someone else's game. So it counts your time separately when you're a co-op partner. So like someone could just join in your game at the very end and play a couple minutes, just finish the game, and the achievement will pop for them for under 4 hours. They might have patched it though. There is a day 1 patch. They could have changed it. I needed the day 1 patch to fix this last achievement, to scan all the creatures. The creatures are easy to find to scan. There was one that wasn't working, but they fixed it, and I finished the game. Alright, so let me show you what this game is like. This game is really awesome though. It's a fun game to play. Definitely recommend playing in co-op, but even solo is fun too. It's only $30. This game feels like a $60 or $50 game. It's definitely worth more. I really appreciate that they made it only $30. That's awesome. If you hit up on the D-pad, you can open your scanner. You want to go around and scan everything. This is all the flora you have to scan. There's all different stuff. You have to scan all the different animals. You get a card every time you scan them. Every time you see a new animal though, like I said, you want to slap them. So make sure you scan them and then slap them. There's all different things to collect in this game. You got the goo. This is the orange goo. You always want to get these as soon as you get them, as soon as you see them. They upgrade your health and your stamina and everything. The first time you get one, it only takes 1, but as it goes longer, you'll need like 2 or 3 or 4 to upgrade. But there's 100 around. You have to find all of them, and there is an upgrade that's a tracker that will show you where they are. So all the collectibles in this game have trackers, thankfully, so you can find them. But you just have to like get close to them and you'll see them on your screen. Most of the animals you can find very easily. Like I said though, there's a couple that are a little rare. Just tricky to find. I'm going to show you where they are. Right in the first area, right in the beginning here, if you go into this cave and just follow it down, there's these guys that like run out of these holes right in here. The way to get them to come out is you have to kill a bird or kill one of these creatures, and the stuff that they drop will lure them out. And when they come out, you want to make sure you smack and scan them. They can be pretty fast. They come out quickly. Now there's another one of these guys. They're like a different variation, so you got to smack and scan the other kind of them. They're in the third area. They're by these guys, the whack-a-mole guys. There's caves over here. Just keep killing these guys, and eventually they'll come out as well. They're pretty fast though, so they're kind of annoying to scan and smack. But yeah, those are really the only rare guys. Oh, there's one right there. I missed them. All the other guys, all the other creatures are pretty easy to get. This area over here is actually a good spot to do the grappling achievement. You want to wait till later on where you upgrade so that you can hold 10 items. I mean, you don't have to, but it makes it a lot easier. But over here, there's plenty of spots to climb all the way up to get 10. You get these things called grapple seeds that you throw on them, and then you can climb on them once you have the ability, of course. You get the grapple ability right in the beginning of the game. But yeah, I can hold 10 items. Normally you can only hold 3 at the beginning. But I guess you could go up and you can go down and get more stuff, and you can do it even with 3. But it just makes it easier having them on you. But yeah, just climb up, and once you do 10 consecutive, you'll get the achievement. And there's more than 10 here in a row, so it's pretty easy. I was looking all over for a good spot, and then I finally found this area, and this made it so much easier. Oh yeah, there's another animal that's a little rare. It's not that hard to figure out, but there's these guys towards the beginning that when you kill them, they break into another animal. They start out as these pink guys, and when you shoot them, they turn blue. And then when you shoot the blue guys, again, they turn yellow. So make sure you scan and slap each color, the pink, blue, and yellow, because they all count as different ones. There's secrets all around. They're pretty easy to find. They're usually like these caves that you can slide under. Inside they have upgrades and stuff to collect. This one has an alloy. Those are really good for upgrades. These ores are really good. You need them for upgrading stuff. And the seed bag gives you throwables. To get health, there's these plants all around that you just have to shoot and they'll give you health. That's these right there. Those are going to be lifesavers, especially if you're playing solo. Yeah, always keep an eye out for these ores as well. You want to keep getting this stuff so you can upgrade as much as you can. There's fuel upgrades all around, like I said. You only need 5 of them and then you can leave. You just hit X on it and they'll be marked for extraction. You get an achievement for finding your first one. Now for doing the science stuff, if you go to the menu and you check your missions, you'll see for science. And it has all these little missions that you have to do. And every time you get 5 of them done, you go up in rank. I did a few things already, like I killed 4 birds with 1 alpha puffer bird. Just have the red alpha bird blow up near some other birds and kill 4. You gotta save yourself from dying using the jump thrusters. Just jump off from a high spot. And then before you hit the ground, just use your jump thrusters. I almost messed it up, but I still got it. There we go. The alien alloys are really good. You want to collect them so you can get upgrades. Sometimes you have to kill enemies in the area to unlock them. For the science mission, you have to get live samples of animals too. This is one of them you have to get a sample of. You just take this thing and just go up to them and hit R bumper. These guys can be a little annoying to fight. You have to dodge them and then you can shoot their tail. You can also throw binding bile on the ground so they get stuck. But yeah, just shoot their tail once it's up and vulnerable. Press B to jump to the side, dodge to the side. And then they'll put their tail up. Make sure though, every time you see a new creature that you take out your scanner and scan them. And then also slap them. Another good way to kill these guys is using the binding bile, this purple stuff. You just throw it on the ground and they'll get stuck. Now with collecting the alien alloys, some of the alien alloys are in these slime creatures. It took us forever to figure out how to get the alien alloys out of them. So I'm going to show you guys now. What you have to do is actually feed them like the stuff that drops from other enemies. So just bring them down and then kill some enemies near them and they'll start eating the stuff that falls out. They'll eventually grow to a point where they explode and then you can get the alien alloy out of them. You can even give them the health stuff too, like you can shoot one of those trees if there's one nearby. They'll eat that stuff too. But yeah, that took forever to figure it out, so I'm going to let you guys know about that. Now whenever you have supplies, you want to just go to the Javelin. That's the spaceship. And it will drop off all the supplies there. You can go to the Javelin in any area. And your resources will be deposited. And then you can do some upgrades. Now if you go to this spot here, this is a good spot to get some of the achievements. The ones that you have to kill 5 enemies with 1 charge shot. And shocking 5 enemies. You just want to bait some guys together. And you use your charge shot with Y. Once you have 5 guys together, you can shoot them and kill 5 and get that achievement. You might have to upgrade your charge shot a little bit before you can do that. So you gotta upgrade your science rank a little bit. But yeah, in the same spot you can do the shocking one as well. But you definitely need to upgrade that one. And you need to upgrade your science rank to like level 4. It won't kill 5 unless your shocking thing is upgraded enough. But you can do it in the same area. Just bait 5 together again. And once you have 5 close together, you just want to hold our bumper and just go next to them and shock 5 of them. Now for the bait one, you have to have 5 or more creatures fighting over the bait. So just find different areas and just throw bait so you have a bunch of creatures fighting over it. I did it in this area. It's like right at the beginning, towards the beginning of the game. But I think you have to do it 5 times because when my friend tried to unlock it, it didn't unlock until the 5th time he did it. So it might be 5 times. But either way, just keep baiting creatures together and have them fight. And you'll eventually unlock this achievement. Now this is your spaceship. Every time you die, you end up back here. You can launch your ship from up here. Relaunch the Javelin. You can launch once you have enough fuel. And like I said, if you do it before the final boss, you get an achievement. If you do it after, you get an achievement. You could do both in the same run. After you launch, the game won't end. You'll be back. You can come back after. These are the detectors that you want. It will show you where the collectibles are. So you want to get these upgrades as soon as possible. It'll make the game easier. There's all different upgrades that you want to get. Like you can jump higher. You could jump really high. There's stuff that you won't be able to get until you can jump high enough. So you need to upgrade that. These are the stomp boosters. You need to upgrade your stomp to get some of the fuels. These are pretty much like story based. You get the tether so you can grapple. The live sampler. This is the belt. You want to get this so you can have a bigger belt. You can carry 10 objects instead of just 3 or 5. And then you can upgrade your weapon a lot. You want to try to do this. You can make it more powerful, do more damage. And you can make the charge shot do more damage. You have a computer over here. There's things that you can read in here. Every once in a while you have to like fill out little surveys. You could check your stats in here and look at the collectibles and stuff. Some of the achievements you have to go in here to check stuff. You got the transmissions and the expedition logs. After you unlock them all, you just have to read them all to pop the achievements. You got your collectibles. You can see all the different animals. You can see which ones you need to scan. And these are basically all the ones you got to smack. You also get an achievement for going in the trash and reading all the messages in there. Just go through and click on each one and you'll get the achievement. This game has a few different areas that you can teleport to. Each area you can go back to the javelin. So at the beginning of each area you'll see the javelin habitat. But there's 4 different areas. The last area is where the final boss is. If you need to have something reload, go to a different area and then come back. You can always find your loot too. It will show you, and it will show you the missions. It will show you like where you need to go to get your loot back, or where you need to go for a mission or a side mission. This game is really easy though to complete. I'd say the hardest thing to do is get all the Flora. There's 63 Flora. I'm going to go through my whole list and you can compare and see what you're missing. So I was missing a couple of these baby plants, and I kind of did it through a process elimination to find what I was missing. I saw that some of them had teen and baby, and then I didn't have the teen or baby in some of them, so I just went around and got them. But yeah, you want to always be scanning as you go through. But yeah, if you go through this list, you can see if you're missing anything, and you can just compare it, and then you can just go and find it. Achievement Squad is another YouTuber, and he actually did a video showing where every single one is. I think he goes to each one. So if you're missing any as well and you can't find it, you can use his video and you can see exactly where it is. You should be able to find everything just from the picture alone and the name. But yeah, there's 63. So I'm just going to go through this list and then you can compare it. And there we go. That's the last one. So that's the whole list. You can go through that. If you're missing any, you can just compare and see what you're missing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This game is really a lot of fun, and I think it's a great price, only $30. I think this is a game that's definitely worth more. It feels like a $60 game. It's so much fun, especially in co-op. I definitely recommend playing in co-op. There was a few achievements that only popped for the host, and that was the one for doing the grappling, 10 consecutive jumps in a row, the 5 kill charge shot, the 5 shocked one, and the one with the puffer bird where you have to have him push you back and then kill him. They were really easy achievements, nothing really story based. Everything else you could do in co-op. You can go through the game together, and when the host unlocks the achievement, it will unlock for the co-op partner as well. And when you play this game co-op, the game only saves for the host, so they're going to control the save, so you won't have your own save, but you can start your own single player save and just play on that if you want to play alone, solo. And then if you join somebody, you just join their game and their save, and or vice versa. Just make sure you're in their game when they pop achievements, so you get them as well. But yeah, there was a day 1 patch that came out, and I noticed that there's an issue now. I was trying to get my loot box, and it's floating in the air, so I can't even get it. So I'm going to let the developer know, because they're going to have to patch this, because you can't even complete the game if your loot is stuck. And every time you die, it's going to keep going there. There might be a way to fix it if you, I don't know, quit the game or something. But yeah, I was trying to get it, and I couldn't get it. So I don't know. You might want to wait for this game to be patched to play it. Either way, I definitely recommend picking it up. It's a great price. It's a great game. It's a really easy completion and just a lot of fun. If you need any help, you can hit me up. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time here at Achievement Land.